Mic on. Mic off.
Go to Miss Key. And okay. Ah, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to get rid of the schedules. What's up, everybody? And also forgot to advertise as usual. Give me one second. The music's loud. Okay, welcome to my stream, guys. And I know I got too late because I was babysitting my niece as usual. Cause I know my niece do love Uncle Evie here. Nothing much to say why because Oh yeah, I forgot to alert the Discord crew as well since yeah, as much as I alert the Discord crew, you know the whole deal. And if you saw my announcement from earlier ago or you saw it through my Twitter feed or Instagram, but yeah, I forgot to post the rest goes on because I'm basically am sponsored by Poggers energy drink since I know if anyone, you know, want to test it out, it's good to be honest. Like honestly, you save 10% off of your order because look, if you have issues with hydration, you want to keep yourself up, or if you have problems with sleep, they have all forms of formulas for for energy if you want to keep yourself up during work or me playing game, or for hydration if you want yourself keep yourself hydrated during the heat or when you want to as like yaps I am or as Dr. Novo has been yapping a lot because hear much I say that I'm just giving you some options of which energy drinks would you try or sleep formula, but I'm just saying if you're gonna also one thing for sure, one thing, just be, if you have problems with sleep, take the sleep formula, guys. The sleep formula helps you out a lot because if you're sleep deprived as I am or Dr. Nova or any of your favorite VTubers, I'm just saying this because I'm I care about your health, your sleep, whatsoever. You don't want to get sleep deprived as I am or Dr. Nova or anyone else. So, I'll go say this. Because, like, this is a bit of a situation how it is. But look, you could use my code when you're are basically going to poggerslifestyle.com. Use my code ShinyEC so you get your 10% off. Because, honestly, it helps small content creators, small streamers out because that's the main important point to know why you want to basically, try to get your energy boosted or have help with your sleep or have a situation that you want to keep yourself hydrated a lot. Like, regardless if you're doing workouts, gaming, or in situations like I say, the sleep formula helps out with with your sleeping issues. So at least it does everything for you guys. So give it a try. My link's down below as well, since with my code, so you get 10% off, guys. So as much as I'm done yapping, so I know it's gonna be a bit of a short stream, guys. And as I tell you, this is visual novel that I am gonna be doing read and react, guys. So hopefully you'll be enjoying it a lot, cause it basically, yeah. As much as I know, I already start streaming, so I need to be aware about with my timing, cause I'm very bad on time management, guys. So be informed that I'm not like like let's say too much on the app, too much on the delays and all this stuff. But yeah, because if you have your notifications on, just make sure you got everything ready. So even if you're in trouble, if you're on kick, you know the whole deal. And I'm just saying because even though I am planning to be on Twitch and later on once I got enough followers and I got all the content ready for you guys. But look, if you really want to support me, I have a coffee link down below. I say Ko-Fi because it helps me out at least to use that money to pay for my artists, and not just for my artists, also pay for basically for my GFX people around because they help me out with the intros like I show you guys. Like, come on, like this one, for example, and the end of the stream. But yeah, I didn't end the stream, guys, so you know the whole deal. Cause I'm trying to let you know, guys, that as much as I am a bit of a bit, showing you why I am helping out small content creators and artists, but not just on small content creators, also helping out my favorite VTubers as well. So, as much as I say, everything goes. So, let's. I almost done with tag linking my you know my self promos to all those servers I'm on. Because look, I'm telling you, as much as I know, supporting small streamers, supporting small content creator is more important than you think. Because that's you should care about, and more people could do anyways. So I'm gonna start streaming, not start playing the visual novel right now, guys, and I hope you'll be enjoying it. So I'm gonna try to do is hold on. I think I got everything, including yeah. And I know this is I'm gonna be updating my schedule tomorrow or later tonight, so be aware about that because I am gonna be putting my Poggers promo tag on my schedule so you understand the point. So it's all said and done. I'm done linking everything, so let's start, guys. Let's start. This is gonna be a bit of a short stream, and you know the deal. And I know I shouldn't be put too long on this. Yeah, I had to also tell the gang that I'm here. So, okay. We're gonna start going to my OBS, start to a next scene, and we're gonna begin the visual novel, but hopefully I got the right proper resolution size. So, go to game capture. Where is the game? The VTube Studio, Vtuber. Uh, Alright then, let's try this. So, making sure I got this right. So, alright, let's extend this. So, VTuber Connect contains discussions and mentions of sensitive topics, including depression, anxiety, self-hate, viewers as advice. And I tell ya, if you're a minor watching this, I would be aware about this. This is like not safe to watch this anyways, but just be advised. It's your parents' fault on this, but you know, for you letting you watch on my channel, but you know, look, this is like a no minors allowed zone in my channel, so you know, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna try to minimize the volume, so yeah, good. And I think let's start the game. They have some extras, so it's basically this visual novel is about a viewer and a VTuber are in a relationship, to be honest. And you know, as much as I'm a viewer, I'm aware about situations like this, which I need to be prepared. Even as a VTuber slash cosplayer, you know the whole deal. Okay, here we go. The sound of heavy armor clashing steel and furious button mashing filled the air. But yet, this is a cute VTuber. The girl in front of me is deeply focused, rhythmically bobbing her head to match with her character's actions, which I am doing as well. This is the final boss of the video game she been trudging through for over 50 hours of in-game time. Damn, that's hardcore. My eyes are glued to the chaotic but meta. It's hard to say. It's hard to pronounce that word. Methodical movements of the character in game. Okay, of course, I haven't eaten this entire day, but this is the conclusion to a month-long journey of constant revives, unlucky deaths, and cats. I've had problems with pronouncing words. Catastrophic victories, cause you know I'm a bit ESL to be honest. Cause I'm born in America, but I spoke Spanish first before English, which is a problem. And welcome to the channel, Vario. So, see, I will either see this fight to the end or I will die trying. Please end this soon, though. I'm actually starving. The towering figure slash at the player character on the stream, but the attacks are met with perfectly timed rolls. Suddenly, the boss controls its body to slash behind itself, landing a direct blow to the player. And here's the character who is watching her by the name of Shoma. Did you forget about the attack pattern? Oh no. She's one hit away from death. If she dies here and restarts again, that means another 10-minute long dance wherever she has to dodge 10 attacks for every one attack she gets in. Also, another 10 minutes where I get the urge to backseat and don't get to eat, which is a big issue. And I've been backseating some VTubers before, guys. You know the whole deal. And look at the background, the YouTube play button, or is it the VTube play button? So, here we go. And welcome in, Mudrin. And yeah, I know this is a bit of a good chill stream, short stream to be honest. So be advised. Okay, the star-eyed girls start leaning forward in a true gamer fashion to indicate that she completely focused. Within the game, the armor player managed to land a successful string of hits. The health bar of the boss almost dropped to zero, but there's not enough time to get another hit before the boss can retaliate. Showing the restraint of the girl managed to roll away to dodge the counter attack, which I see how it goes. It's a boss battle that it's gonna be hard. And this is it. A silver health of both sides. Any one successfully hit will mean victory. The boss leap into the air. The character paces back and forward as if accurately measures the distance between them and the ascending foe. Right before the landing, the player character rolls immediately to the side. Of course, it feels like a Souls game, guys. I don't need to tell you this. It is a Souls game when you look through the storyline. Timing ends. Okay, I don't want to read throughout this, but yeah, it is a bit of a boss battle. And the boss falls to his knees and starts disintegrating. And here's Shoma saying, "Finally! Finally!" Well, this is how I'm just like Shoma, guys. You have to realize when you look through any VTuber streams like Dr. Nova, Alias Anono, Rem, or Yumi, or what else? Anime AJ, also, what else? All the stuff, all the VTubers I kind of encountered that I talked to, both male and female, you know the whole point. I immediately start clapping in joy that the girl and my immediate suffer has come to the end. It's done. I don't have a good female voice, but I'll say. The girl's body sank back to indicate she expended most of her energy. A monologue from the armored character starts playing to indicate the end of the journey, and then the end credits starts rolling as the screen fades away to black. That was a great game. Mm-hmm. It was truly. I cross my arms as I nod my head. It took a while, but it's slightly over. I loved. It's hard to do the voice acting, so I'm not really good with female voices. It's like this. I really loved the feel of controls. It felt I had I had complete agency over my character's movement. I can tell they put a lot of effort into the way that the character moves. Is it too loud? Hold on. Okay, there we go. I could put the text be a little faster because I don't want to go slow time, so. Okay, it helped that the quality of the soundtrack, art, and the direction made for an overall immersive experience. And the female lead, just look at her design. I was basically drooling the entire game. I might draw some fan art for her later. Of course you would. Same. No, she's mine. Dang. I didn't think it would take me long to finish this game. Alright. Okay, I see how it goes. This is how every VTuber streamer does that. Same thing with me when I finish a game like that. But first, I might gotta take a first step outside, take a walk. Step outside, you? Yes, I'm doing what they call touching grass. Shocking, I know. But actually, I went downtown yesterday for the first time in a while. It was a new. It was because of the new graphics card had come out not too long. I was trying to buy two for myself, but guess what? They were only letting people to buy one. It makes sense. They're normally sold out in most places, which is true because I have issues trying to get myself a graphics card a lot myself back in the past. But at least I'm okay with my current graphics card I have right now, guys. You know the whole deal. And welcome to the channel, ZZO. And I'm glad you enjoy my entertainment so far. So, we're gonna try to continue reading and react this. As much as I do read and react a lot to visual novels, it's my only thing I do. I know, it's because this shortage, but still. What is true, the shortage going on? The employee actually looked annoyed with me and that I wanted to buy two. Maybe he thought I was a scalper. Of course. That was real about the shortage. It happened during those times when we know about the shortages with the graphics cards and all this stuff. And I tell ya, these people who are scalping, doing this for crypto mining and all this stuff. And I tell you, people, this is how we all feel when we try to build our PCs. So let's continue. And I was told I would have to wait a month before buying another one, which is, I tell you, it sucks. I might just look online and order them instead, which is true. I would think you could ask someone to go with you and have buy one as well, but guess I shouldn't be talking. Ask a friend. Nah, I don't want to inconvenience other people. Okay, who was the one who said I have no friends? Oh my god. This is a bit of a moment we know what's going on. Oh no. I'm too tired to hunt you down. I'll spare you for today. It's similar to Dr. Nova, guys. Similar. Because I kind of trolled her with the text maniac jokes a lot. Well, wait a minute. Red square. Red line. Oh well. Let's continue on with this game, guys. I know... No, not game. This visual novel. Because it's not really much of a game as a visual novel. There wouldn't have any problems if there was someone with me, though. Why don't you come with me next time? Teehee. Okay. Why the cringe response? Okay, I'm leaving now. Bye. No. Yeah, that's right. Feel bad about it. Of course. It feels like like that to some VTubers. Ending the stream here. I'll catch up with the super chats tomorrow. Of course, people have a hard time going through super chats because when you have a VTuber, when you have a VTuber responding to you and you have so many subscribers, so many followers, and so many people tipping you, this is what happens with super chats often. But people need to realize they need to slow down with their chats, and you know the whole deal. Thank you to everybody who subscribed, donated, and came to watch at any point, which is true. Every content creator does that, including me. But I need to update my Trovo page, guys, since I'm not sure if I got any money from coffee, guys. So, no, not coffee, any money from Buy Me a Coffee. So it's gonna be basically, it'll be going to Ko-Fi because I'm trying to get, things updated since I am still sponsored by, Poggers as usual. So keep in mind, people, I'm still sponsored by them, but more sponsorships will be coming by soon. So here we go. Oh yeah, I want to remind you everyone that my anniversary stream is in 9 days. That's weird. I would expect her to sound a bit more excited about her anniversary. Maybe she's just a bit tired. But thanks again for coming to Mana's stream. Her name is Mana. Bye bye. And I close my laptop, stretch the muscles I've neglected to use for the day. Not that I use them much anyway. Another day, another great Mana stream. I can't believe it's almost her first anniversary. It's hard to imagine she's been able to grow so much in such a short amount of time. It's only been a year and a half started watching her, and I've been made sure making. I mean, so it's hard to read when I try to read. So I've got a little dyslexic. Here we go. It's only been a year, half a year since I started watching her, but I made sure to make get it every single stream, which has since been on an easy road. I could feel myself almost transcending my human form during one of her subathons, which is true. And but this is what being a Mana fan means. We walk this harsh path of silent hole digging endurance streams and meme song karaoke session with her. So sometimes we grace the situations of the AMs of our stream or professionally. Okay, let's see what else. I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure what I'm reading, but yeah. Okay, since I'm got a little distracted, so I'll say since it's professionally made some covers, which is true, and I suppose to check some of the other VTubers I follow while Mana's offline. I still haven't eaten today. If streams are not watched live, what is the point watching a recording of a stream after it can of an anime month of the fact that I can watch an anime months or even years after it's aired. You mix the experience of having live reactions, being in the moment. People would have already moved on to the next thing to talk about after the stream ends. I scrolled through the list of currently live VTubers. Born too late to explore the Earth. Born too early to explore the universe. Born just in time to live throughout this VTuber boom. I truly am living the best timeline. Okay, the phone call happened. I pick up my phone, my ringing phone. Sees a familiar name displayed. Hello, Yokuni? What's up? Shomo. That's what I should be asking. Have you spending all day watching VTubers again? Of course not. I stepped outside to take out the trash early today. You haven't eaten a bite today yet, haven't you? I haven't consumed entertainment media of live streaming quite filling if you ask me. Oi, don't make me come over here and come over there and punch you. Look here. I know it's the first summer after you entered college, but how long do you expect to watch VTubers all day? This isn't a phase, it's a lifestyle. Besides, I watch anime and play video games as well. And it's not my grades are bad. It's not your academic performance I'm worried about. Have you given up on trying to make friends? I know with the recent pandemic and all, it might have more difficult to meet new people. You might have not found what you were looking for in your first semester, but you'll still make a quiet effort to try to form some meaningful relationship. I have been forming meaningful relationships just with streamers is dead. Why go through the of course. It's almost just like I am, but I am a bit different to be honest, guys. Like besides, watching VTubers, doing streams for myself, playing games and all this stuff, I do work in food service, but I know I don't have them. The only thing is like my coworkers aren't my friends, but if I do have friends, that's one thing. But if I want to make friends, that's I should know about. But also, and not just only work. When I go to cons or whatever, you know the whole deal about me. But it's been a while for me. I've never been to conventions after 2 years being banished from, the con space because of the whole, so-called drama that these people try to cause. Because I don't want to explain too much, but we'll talk about it in another stream if I feel comfortable talk about it. All right. There's nothing to worry about. Haven't not really acknowledge people. If you make an eye contact or wondering if you ask them for a favor, will inconvenience them. Which is true. You get the point, the whole deal. So, we know both that those are two very important different things. There are some things you can't get out watching a streamer that you can't get interacting with people. I can't be like you. I don't come off as friendly or amenable as unless I'm really forcing myself, okay? Comparing to me, you get along with everybody pretty effortlessly because of your positive and kindness. You don't have to be like me. I guarantee you, there are people out there that are like you for you. Which is basically true, people. If you have situations in social life that you don't have people, let's say, who are just like me or who are just like you, there are. Just like I met one person who is a Corone fan at my job. And I know he and I kind of basically talked about, VTubers for a bit. You know the whole deal. But yeah, you know the it's like basically you find people who are like-minded like I am or like you to be honest. So, but yeah, this whole pandemic situation is so much of a pandemic to be honest. So, let's continue. So, and what you said completely true, like the struggles of the relationships of people out there I don't get with I don't get along with despite me trying. You have your own unique qualities that allow you to connect with people, which is true. Most of us have. Actually, go, did go to a meetup recently. It was a week ago. I couldn't connect with anyone. I mean, with any people I met. They would just talk to me about sports or their classes. There's nothing wrong with those topics, but I couldn't relate at all. Which is true. They seems they just seem so carefree and uninspired, like they were. Yeah, this is what happens when I socialize people. They don't like some of them. They're let's say this. They're the same situations as this guy is. Since I am basically am Shoma, in a way. Yeah. So Let's go. And it took less than half an hour for me to become exhausted from all of it and go home. I hear the sound a long sigh from Yokuni's mouth. Don't you think there's more to them than what they were just showing on the surface to someone they just had met? Even they had some people deep-seated passion of some deep-seated passion or problems in their lives, they would and want to show them to someone they just met, right? Of course. Yep. It's very, very true what Yoko said, to be honest. Very, very true. And yeah, having intimate relationships that you value and take comfort completely fine, which is true. Trying to make more friends isn't necessarily always be better, which is actually true. Yeah, and this is what Shona said. I get what you're saying, but can I really be expected to try to get to know people each on the chance that I might like them? Wait, just to possibly give me a second. Ugh, the volume's so loud. Oh wait, since I shouldn't be talking too loud. So yeah, here we go. I'm fine as it is. Just watching VTubers for my fill of relationships. Yep. Just like I am. As a cosplayer VTuber as myself since once in a while I show myself in cosplay, but you know, I kind of stopped showing so much of my human self very much since I kind of like pull my videos privated cuz you know, I don't want to. But even though if I ever blur my face out of my videos, like my streams, you understand the point that I don't feel, you know, who I was before, to be honest. Because, like, you know me, guys. Since I know you know what I looked like before, but after I went to the gym and everything, I changed, man. That's who I am. So, I know it's a bit of a yap stream as usual, but yeah. Look, I'm still appreciated. Hi, friend. Oh yeah, Johnny Ortiz says, hi, my friend. Is a fan of the channel. Can you give a shout out to Hugh E. React? Oh my god. Oh my god. Man, this is very funny. Very funny indeed, Johnny. You Oh my god, I know what you want me to say. Oh my god, Hugh. Really? You wanted me to say that Hugh. Oh my god, you made me laugh. Man, Johnny, you have a big a sense of humor to be honest when when I'm about to say I am about to laugh when I read. Oh my god. Man. This is why I tell you, man. Some you like to joke around. I like to joke around as well, you know. You know, not all the time I'll be joking, you know, the whole deal. And thanks for the comment anyways. It is very funny that you said that. Oh my god. Very funny. So, okay, let's continue. Look, I'm still really appreciative that you ended up picking up this lifestyle change. Before then, I know you weren't in the headspace. VTubers helped you more than I ever could, and I'm grateful for that. That's not. It's true. I was powerless when you needed support and I don't want that to happen again. And it's very true. VTubers were my motivators, to be honest. And before I met Dr. Nova or anyone else, I met one VTuber who I know who's been, my friend for a while, but stopped watching her, then yeah. Alright then. I wish you luck, man. Dude, Johnny, you're very funny, right? I understand the point, man. Man, you do a lot of funny comments. I like that, man. I wish you luck, alright? Man, I tell ya, man, I tell you very well, man. You do have good opportunities, and I appreciate, man. That's why it's funny how you said that. Man. Yep. The Simpsons brain rot. I remember that. Yeah, I know that. I remember the whole Simpsons prank call situation to Mo say, "Oh, I want to speak to huge Jazz," and then Hugh say, "I'm looking for a huge ass," and the other one when they say about, hello, I'm looking for homosexual," which is kind of like a bit funny how they say it because like homosexual, like are you sexually attracted to the Simpsons or sexually attracted to Homer? I'm just saying. It's kind of funny how a lot of things happens. You know how people always do a lot of prank calls like this, to be honest. Man. And I'm glad you got me back to the memories of The Simpsons, man. It was those golden times. So let's continue. If the prelim you enjoy watching VTubers, that's completely fine. So, but I think those are interactions you should have, which is very true. Like, you are interacting with me now, Johnny. And some of you are watching, to be honest. Could you try to make an honest effort in again to try and meet some people, like maybe join a club or go to a local event, please, for me? Alright, alright. Yep. Yeah, South Park is good, to be honest. It is a bit of a good show because look, man, I been grew up watching South Park and The Simpsons a lot because like, man, these are good quality shows. South Park gotten better, but The Simpsons, well, it got worse later on because of they want to change things up, like get rid of Pooh and other characters, which it's hard to say about that, man. But yeah, the golden times of The Simpsons were good, to be honest. I'm just saying, man. But South Park, it got way better. Even though I wouldn't plan to go to Castle Bonitas one day, like to see how it is. Like Castle, like I mean Castle Bonitas, Casa Bonita. Excuse my Spanish and English mixed in, cause I'm Hispanic. You know the whole deal. Okay. Alright, alright. But in exchange, I don't want you to blame yourself for how I felt back during winter break. Sounds like a deal. By the way, I'll be in town briefly for business in a few days. I'll be stopping by your place, so let's grab dinner that night. Sure, just call me beforehand when you're on the way, instead of barging in like you usually do. How cruel. You should be glad your older sister comes for a surprise visit. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention, remember that time I asked you for some recommendations for VTubers because I was curious. Okay, man. Yoko's his older sister. And I'm aware one thing for sure that my older sister's aware about the VTuber situation as well as my brother-in-law. Cause, yep, they see what's on my table. And yeah, I know the whole situation already, so so let's continue. Oh, can't I say thing my personal thing? I didn't really get much of you what's going on. I don't really play video games, so I don't understand of any of these gaming streams while a lot from others mainly chatting about topics that I didn't really understand. Some clips I saw consistently of really simple things like a girl sitting down in a chair or falling down on a camera. There's clips of a girl saying FAQ, what's up, that. Don't question it. The irony is lost when I have explained it. Yeah, and that's about I expected. I even told you you wouldn't understand much. Hey, I wanted to try to understand your interests a bit more. Can't I say I understand after checking it out? But it's alright. As long this is something you personally take solace in. Just remember that there are other things out there that can bring you happiness. Anyways, gotta go now. So let's catch up in a few days. Sounds good. See you later. Bye bye. I lay down in my desk and let out a sigh. That's my sister, or say that's my sister of mine. She really doesn't have to worry about me so much, which is true. Older sisters need to stop worrying about others so much. But they're just like her, I feel peace in mind when she's looking out for me, which is true. My older sister's been looking out for me as well, which I understand. I can guess try to follow advice, but I'm not really expecting much. Even if I did, it would probably end up being something superficial, a type of relationship we would be pretend to care about each other's interests, only associate with when there's each other's gained. This is why I stick watching VTubers, but there's no expectation for me to live up on a certain standard aside of behaving chat. These streamers shares my passion interests so I won't be judged or misunderstood for what I do. I don't expect people meet off the streets to be able to understand me. I let out a long sigh and look out the window. I might stop by to the convenience store and grab a bite. There should be a new issue of the weekly VTuber magazine. I heard Mana will be on this edition's cover. VTuber Connect, the title, guys. Okay, read it by a harshly glare of sun as wait a minute. I'm greeted harshly by the harsh glare by the glare of the sun as I got get my first exposure of sunlight for the day. I arrived at the local store locally a few blocks down from my apartment. As I approach the magazine section, I see a figure of a girl staring at the last copy of the VTuber magazine. Immediately notice the dark circle under her eyes reflecting the weary aura that exuding from her. Even I don't ever look this dead inside when my donations are ignored. This might be a grim reminder of the harsh realities of the 3D world and its a start of a positive atmosphere of a VTuber streams. Oh no, VTuber streams, of course. Positive atmosphere of the VTuber streams. She apparently to be lost during the magazine of. Wait. She apparently to be lost through staring the image of Mana on the cover of the magazine. She knows my presence and turns away. Oh, sorry. Did I? Did you want the last copy of the VTuber magazine? Wow, her voice sounds dead inside, so I'm so used to hearing voices full of life on stream, but in that I didn't realize that people could sound like this. Were you gonna buy it? If you're We're gonna buy it, then it's alright. Nah, it's okay. Do you want it? Huh? I guess she's being nice and letting me have it. Yeah, I was planning to get it. Well, in that case, I'll be buying first. Huh? Jokes, jokes. You can take it. This girl. I get she does have a bit of life a bit of life in her. Thanks. I take extra caution picking up the magazine in case she tries to mess with me some more. But she just looked at me in a smug smile. So, you're a fan of VTubers? That understand me. VTubers are my lifeblood. Which is true. Oh, just curious. Why do you like VTubers? Offering a chance for me to talk about my favorite things in the world. Say no more. Just like I did. Man. My god, my people. We're being like, if you're a fan of VTubers like I am, we're being like Shoma. Man, I'm Shoma. Some of you being Shoma, you know the whole deal. First off, there's an implicit assumption that these people with anime avatars going to share common interests in Japanese entertainment media. I automatically build a connection with them because of that, as well as enemy attraction I would that I have to a well-designed model. Next, VTubers often have a wide breadth of talents, including drawing, singing, dancing, voice acting, which appeals to people. Yeah, I do have a bit of voice acting myself, but like, I go like this. Hey guys, it's me. I don't even think of a name of a character I could think of. Or like, I could say one of the YouTubers who used to be my friend, who likes Vaporeans like this. Hey guys, I'm Mox, Master Extreme 93 here. I do like my Vaporeans very much. Or I could use my Mickey Mouse voice. I go like, aha, aha. Hey guys, welcome to Shiny Revolution Stream. And Mickey Mouse is here. Man. Man, I do have a bit of voice acting situations myself, but even though I did voice act on the Pokemon Legends Arceus stream for a while till I stopped doing, you know, the voice acting because of my chest issue, because couldn't handle so much of the strong voice acting myself. You know the whole deal, guys. So yeah, even though with singing, I have an issue with singing a lot. That's the problem. Alright, let's continue on, shall we, guys? VTubers are just generally entertaining people that are nice to be around with. When I'm watching a VTuber stream, it's almost like I'm hanging out with them, which is very true. Overall, VTubers are just these incredible bundles of characters and talent It's almost otherworldly, to be honest, but it's true. Let's see. I want to try to get like a good full image. Damn, she looks that cute, to be honest. And to be honest, I would imagine if I ever met someone like that, to be honest. Even if I'm in my human form, well, the reason is I don't even show my face very much because of, you know, what happened to the dramas 2 years ago. So let's continue. I beam with pride, my detailed explanation, but I met with a blank expression. Uh, I see. I see. She doesn't look very impressed by my explanation. I'm starting to think I might creep her out a little bit. Maybe should said like them because they're cute or funny. Man, I would think about trying to, get back with that voice acting situation, guys. Cause honestly, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be ready for this, guys. So if I ever do voice act, guys, one of these days, I have to see a certain character that might portray so I could do it myself. You know. But I'm not sure about singing, cause that's another issue that I need to work on. So, but hey, she was the one who asked. Say, have you thought of these VTubers aren't real? Huh? Do you mean the real people behind the avatars? I know. Wh- But what if that VTuber persona is not really who you think they are? But what if the people behind them acting completely differently? Well, I'm gonna go say this. It's very true about this situation because look, when you going on the internet, these people's personas online, look, let's say this people. I may be like, acting no edgy whatsoever in the internet, but in real life, you might see how a different person I am because honestly, you see how, let's say, I'm very different from others in on the internet in real life, to be honest. Because, like, when I go through my persona, it's one thing I know, but in real life, guys, I'm more chilled and everything, but at the same time, I get a little tired. To the point I end up falling asleep or something, the whole deal. But you'll find me eventually, if, like, let's say if I ever, like, stand up on one foot or whatever, yeah. So yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a short stream, so I might gonna finish this in like less than a half hour, but we'll continue on this maybe tomorrow or any other time, let's say uh Thursday if I have the time or Friday. Depends on I'm checking on the weather this week because I am taking Dr. Nova to town this week, so I think this week might be good, guys, to take the doctor to town. But I'm just saying, I'm not saying like um in a situation like how it is. Like, let's say in standy wise, like, give me a second, guys. Uh, you'll be seeing her right now. Just let me switch over. Where's the webcam? Gonna. Where's the game capture? You see, this is her. Blue square. Now let's go back to the game. And turn off the webcam. Dude. You missed out the stream. You're so slow, man. You're so slow. You're so slow, man. You know I was laughing at it, man. I was laughing on the stream. Where, if you were watching, you know the whole deal. Man, you're like 19 minutes late of the stream, man. 19 minutes of late on this. Not 19 minutes, you're like way more than 19 minutes, man. But yeah, I was laughing at this, man. I know Johnny's a funny person, to be honest. Yeah, you get the point how I am, so let's continue with this situation. Okay, enough with the whole off-topic situation. So let's get going. So, okay. Yeah, but okay, the tiger girls say, but it is true, cause you know the personas. Let's say this, like in real life, you know, I'm a bit different what you think online, to be honest. And you know very well as well, Rimuru, you're a bit different in real life as well, to be honest. Well, you know, we're different in other ways, to be honest. But, you know, we can't keep our personas too long, to be honest. So, let's continue. It's almost like the VTubers doesn't have an actual... I mean, let's try this again. Alright, it almost looks like the VTuber doesn't actually exist as a person, but I pause at the eruption of this question. This typically wouldn't be the type of question that you would ask someone you just met. But I don't like the implication that being made about VTubers so bite. Well, I don't doubt that there are differences in that way that people present themselves in the stream. So, then, sorry, let's try this. I'm got a little pause for a sec because my brain's kind of like acted up. One thing for sure. Okay, well, don't doubt that there are differences in the way that people present themselves on stream and the way that people act in their personal lives, which is basically true, guys. You have to realize that. People act differently depending on situations like how to act in front of strangers versus how can you act at home. It's another bit of a truth as well. The reality pill. The actual reality pill. That's true for VTubers as well. I guess it depends on their situations. Why are they act differently? That's true. What about this? You have a person that acts a certain way, but for the sake for for the sake of playing a VTuber persona that have adopted different personalities in the way I act, that they usually would never would. But would you consider that VTuber to be let's try this. Would you consider that VTuber to not be real? That person was just playing the character. It could be true in one way. I could say the idea of that an idolized VTuber isn't actually real is one that wouldn't stand out in anybody's mind. But thinking about this, there are some validities to the idea. I watch VTubers all the time, but I always assumed that it was a person behind the avatar that acted the same way. As much I hate to admit, I guess there's always the possibility that there might be a real person behind the avatar who just playing the part, which is true. Which is true. And welcome to the stream, Mola, too. Man. And now, oh yeah, okay, I am gonna be finishing up soon, guys, so since I'm a bit late on one thing I had to do, which I promised someone at the moment, so let's continue. But does that necessarily mean the VTuber isn't real? And what constitutes them of being real? This making my head hurts. I guess there's an argument being made that because there isn't a person that would act completely naturally that that it might not be real. Well, to the point, yes. It could be. It depends on the personality, people. And you know, Rimuru and the rest of the chat or anyone who's viewing my channel, viewing my stream, you have to realize one thing. It depends what personality this person is, to be clear, because even though, like, most VTubers, they don't want to show their faces often, because I'm a cosplayer VTuber, so I can only show myself in cosplay more than showing my actual face, but at the same time, I always be on my VTube model, because you have to know one thing for sure, like, I have a VTube model, I have like a few VTube models, and not just only that, I have a couple of cosplays as well, but I am working on a new cosplay very, very soon, guys. Just be aware if you guys see me doing like a henshin sequence or something, you'll find out. You're gonna say transformation sequence because, you know, if you watch Kamen Rider, you know the whole deal. So, here we go. I guess the argument that made, okay, let's continue. But at the same time, it's pretty difficult for a person playing a character to hide their individual quirks and mannerism, even if they're adopting completely a different personality. It could be actually true, guys. It could be actually true. That might just end up being a different side of a person. I see. I don't think it's exactly as simple like separating yourself from the part that you might be focused to play. There would likely be a part that the person always that shows, of course. At least in the minds of the fans, the experience and memories that they have with that VTubers are real, which is I can agree one thing, which is true, guys. I can agree. Because look, experiences and memories is one thing you have to realize. Not like how some people say, oh, you have a horny thought or whatsoever. Well, yeah. If anyone tried to be horny, I'm gonna tell you this. You'll be sent to Detroit if you're being horny. So, let's continue. And maybe what's the matter? I mean, that's what matters, which is true. Did you take a line from your favorite anime? You got me, but there is some truth to it. I don't want to believe that my experience with a VTuber would be all for nothing, because this person behind the avatar is playing a part. It could be true, it could be not, to be honest. Who knows, people? Who knows? Life is a mystery, people. Even if you're in the VTuber space, life is a mystery. Well, I wouldn't necessarily be for nothing. I'm just, it's just, I'm sure of lots of fans would feel betrayed if that wasn't who a VTuber actually was. Which is, could be true as well. I can agree on that one. And the VTubers themselves might not be able to act the way they want to or do things they normally do, which is actually true, people. You could realize that even though we're all going deep to the VTuber rabbit hole, people. We're going deep to the VTuber rabbit hole. Speaking of which, I wanted to ask, would the motivations of that person behind the VTuber avatar even make a difference? Was this true? Say you have a person who's really shy, but they want to be able to put themselves out there and be more open. Which is basically, I could tell one thing for sure. I was shy before, people. I was shy. And yeah, someone got me out of it. But yeah. So, they used a VTuber avatar to reinvent themselves to be a more outgoing person, of course. Which is true. It could be one way. It's just like wearing a freaking mask of a cartoon character or something like that to kind of stay away from shyness in a way, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'm gonna get some water. It's gonna be a short break, so for now. Also, I forgot one more thing, guys. My sponsor. So, as usual, if you're gonna go to poggerslifestyle.com, link below, but also my code is there, Shiny EC Play, so be right back. Alright, guys. I'm back. I still think about needing to get some poggers, hydration formula because you know me. I had to get hydrated, guys. Because honestly, you want to keep this EV hydrated, guys. Or if I'm in my inkling form, hydrate as well. Let's continue. Then you have to. Another person who's shy, but takes solace in that want to continue being shy as a VTuber. Okay, so basically, what she's saying, it has to do with something to do with social issues that people are shy, like I have. Let me be honest. Something's printing out of my. I gotta be honest. Do you really know how many times people are being shy a lot? So give me one moment, guys. Sorry about that. Delete the paper somewhere. So let's go. Back and see. Then you have another person, which is basically true when the social issues going on, guys. Yeah. Let's continue. But they're being forced to play the character. No, they were forced to play the personality of an outgoing person, maybe because the agency they joined forced them to. Excuse me. Can both of the VTubers in this scenario still be considered to be the person's self? It could be true in one way or another. I think, yeah, one way you could sure that you understand the point, I could say. But, there's a lot to talk about, but hopefully you understand the thing you all know about, so. Okay, once we finish this part of the chapter, guys, we're gonna continue it off tomorrow or Thursday, if I have the chance. Okay, guys? My gut reaction is to say that the VTuber persona of a person who would voluntarily play that personality is more real and obviously themselves. Which is could be possibly true, to be honest, guys. The whole deal. The situations like, Calliope, Demon Dice, they're both the same person because you know very well how their voice are. Same thing with, with Gargura, Sheena, Cena, it's hard to pronounce her name. Cena Stewart, yeah. I don't know, sure, but we know the secret identities. But for me, uh, this is why I don't reveal my secret identity very much anymore because of what happened 2 years ago and currently from a year ago because of a whole situation, let's say, related to a, some, creep on line, to be honest. So, let's continue. But even if someone didn't want to play that outgoing personality, that might be still been themselves acting in that way, which is actually true, guys. Actually true. And they might find themselves naturally becoming more outgoing, and therefore that becomes their self. The first example, defining themselves, for first example, definingly seems like it's someone who's themselves when VTubing though, which is true, but they can't act the way when they adopt the VTuber's identity, then that reality's themselves, really themselves, which is true. Wait a minute. What? But they only act that way when they adopt the VTuber identity, then that is really themselves, which is true. Isn't that similar putting on a superhero suit or transform into a magical girl? I've watched enough magical girl anime to know the answer to that, which is obvious, guys. Obvious. And I have to be honestly clear, guys. I am basically the Clark Kent, the whole situation, who turned myself to a Superman, but cause yeah, I'm basically am the Clark Kent in situations like this. But like, let's say this, like, I'm the Clark Kent in VTubing, but in real life, I'm more like the Superman, to be honest. You know the whole deal. Or vice versa, if either way. Transforming powers the girls to perform feats that they otherwise might not have the courage to do, which is true, but the true strength is always in their hearts, regardless of transformation, which is true. Oh, that's interesting. The fact you were watching magical girl shows that is not what you said. I hope by interesting you with I mean but I hope by interesting you mean by with that positive connotation. There's nothing wrong with watching a magical girl anime as a young male adult like I am, guys. Even though I may be young, I'm like 133 years old. You know the whole deal. Just like someone who's basically 666 years old, but yet basically 667, while I'm like 134, which is I'm still 133. So yeah, I'm a bit of a person who basically knows the situation I'm saying. Like, yeah, basically I'm younger than someone that we know, of course. So let's continue. So what Shuma say? I find these stories more inspiring. Oh, I agree. I wish it was it was that simple in reality, or maybe that is simple and I'm just overthinking things. Last question: does the audience perception of the VTuber's identity matter in determining that the identity is real? I don't follow. saying you have a VTuber that wants to express themselves on stream, but how the audience sees the VTuber is different from how that VTuber wants to express. So that VTuber acts. Hold on a sec, my nose is going acting out. Alright. Acts the audience in a way that on. So it sees okay so the VTuber acts how the audience want them to see them. So is that the VTuber identity considered real, and can that even be considered the person's self? I guess it's real in the sense that is how a real person acts in situations where they feel forced to act in a certain way, which is true. Also, in the sense that the audience perceive the identity fulfill. And it's not real in the sense that this isn't the way the VTuber normally act, and they might just be playing the persona. Give me a second, guys.
Mic off. Mic on.
Sorry, I was about to cough out, guys. So, basically, in the sense that like it's not real in the sense that this way that this VTuber would actually would normally act, and they might be just playing a persona, which is true, but I don't really know if that consider the VTuber self. Might be true, cause like either way, cause look, most often if what you must say, let's say this, it's not real in the sense that like it's not real in the sense that is in the way that that this VTuber would normally act, and then might be just be playing playing a persona, and I don't know if that's considered a VTuber self. So basically, in a way, I understand now what Shuma's saying. So sorry, is it supposed to be clear answers? Sorry, is it supposed to be clear correct answer to these questions? I haven't. So give me a single one. So by what Shoma say about the VTuber situation, it could be true. It could be true in a way. Because the whole magical girl's transformation situation or wearing a superhero suit, yeah. So I feel I haven't given a single one. I don't think so. At least I don't really have a clear, correct answer. I'm mostly just asking so I can see another person's point of view. It might be naive, but I wish it could be always be simple as just be yourself, and everybody will accept you, and you will succeed as a VTuber, which is true. Give me one more, guys.
Mic off. Mic on.
Hopefully, let's hurry up with this chapter finishing. Maybe some could, that is, simple, there is no problem. Some VTubers just be themselves on stream and enjoy what they do. There's nothing wrong with that. And not everyone, you might have experienced a push differently onto you. So what people, okay, let's see. That's true. But even not everyone might accept you, and you might have people who push a different identity onto you, which it could be true, Ray, or not, but you don't know. But what people might end up having being different from what you want to express. Maybe it could cause a disconnection between that person and their VTuber persona, or maybe that's actually them. It could be true. Either way, man. If there's a disconnection, then it probably become more pronounced when you adopt the new name and new appearance, cause we all know the whole situation when VTubers graduates and all the whole. I get the point. Yeah. Probably then in that scenario is that the VTuber self, the fake, and their self. Anyway, is that VTuber self the fake and their usual self is the real self, or maybe they're both different, but are real sides of the same person, or maybe they're both fake. Well, that's a theory that we could tell. We don't know, but we have no answers about that. I guess, how would that even work? I don't know. I just saying that to mess with you. I applaud your ability to crack jokes right after such questions. How did I even get in a situation? I almost forgot why I came here in the first place. I say this sincerely, I hate this though, but I really put much into it. What it means for the VTuber to take on a new identity. What even the conversation we just had I mean, what even if the conversation we just had felt like a jumbled mess, I feel I gained I feel like I gained new perspective on VTubers. Oh yeah, this all started from ask why I like VTubers. And what about you? What do you like VTubers? Are you assuming that you do? You said what if I say I don't watch VTubers? I will demand my time and energy back. Here's what I thought. I found a kindred soul. Okay. Yeah, I watch VTubers. Why I like them? Let's see. VTubing can be a shelter for those that need it. Those that need it. Sometimes you have nowhere else to go. Sometimes you just want to get away from everything. Which is true, which I am doing, guys. You understand, guys. I am basically trying to get away from everything from the past. Cause look, honestly, as much I got rid of some of my videos, which are cringe, guys. So you know the point that I'm trying to do is like, look, I'm trying to do is realize, look, I don't look back at the past anymore of who I was and all this stuff. I'm moving on to the future. You know the point, guys. You understand the point. Okay. And sometimes you know what else you need to go to get away from everything. And sometimes you aren't happy in the way that with way the things they are, and you need somewhere to express yourself in ways that would you normally couldn't. Which is very true, guys. Very true. In the world of VTubing, you are free from the threads that ties you from becoming who you want to be. You can choose how you look, how you act. Just be able to reinvent yourself, which I've been doing, guys. I am been doing this for the past couple of months after I got out of being locked up in Twitter. As in, basically, you know the whole deal. After I was being, like, targeting, bullied, and all the situation, you know? Yeah. But yet, and let me tell you this, who got me back of what I am, to be honest? Who got me back? That's the answer. You might find out yourself. I usually leave hints, people. Leave a lot of hints. Because he was watching. And welcome to the channel, Marks. And you know, I'm just trying to do is reading react of, you know, certain visual novels, guys. So, here we go. I suddenly reminded my own experience that I started watching VTubers. And I really have nowhere else to go. Okay, that's basically a bit of a situation that we're talking about. I can relate to that. Oh, sometimes we just need to feel like there's someone there talking and chilling with us. They might be not they might not be anywhere else to go to get that human connection, which is very true. I don't have that much human connection after I left the city, guys. Because when I used to live in New York City, I basically had an issue with, you know, going around, you know, talking, you know, with people and all this stuff. But yeah. Oh crap. I am above my 2 hour mark, so. Because look, I live in a rural area. Because I live, like, in a town that's basically near to a highway. And there's not much stuff going on. Just houses, mechanics, gas stations, you know, the whole deal. So let's continue on. And I realized that I have said I have no friends in a roundabout way. Even if there are people in your life that you can go to, it might feel like nobody understands you. Sometimes you need a break from everything, which is very true, people. Very, very true. Others might not have the luxury of having friends, so they go VTubing. They go to VTubers, which is actually true, people. Some of you go to me, some of you go to, you know, other VTubers and all this stuff. But yeah, since I'm basically half VTuber, half cosplayer, you know the whole deal. And she looks at me when she said that to emphasize the idea that I might not have friends. So why you were looking at me in that expression when you said that? Come on, you're supposed to look at people when you're speaking to them. You didn't think I was implying anything, did you? This girl's giving me a smug smile. She knows what she did. Nope, not at all. Might have been a coincidence. I must be mistaken. Sorry for suspecting you. Giving my best exaggerated display of poor acting. Good, good. I accept the apology. I was about to break in tears if I were suspecting, implying that you have no friends. But hey, I'm not supposed to point that out, so you're implying that. She gives a hearty laugh, then quickly goes back to her deadpan expression. I don't know what you're talking about. But going back what I was saying, she just changes that subject. Even though nowhere else to go, that's not to say that people shouldn't be go and pour their troubles out to a streamer, which is basically true. You don't have to, you don't do that, don't you? Hey, what do you take for me? My struggle's so pathetic. I want to, but yeah, sorry to say, they wouldn't just think, less than that. Mm-hmm. Alright, so pathetic. Okay, I get the point. Alright, I don't think something you should be proud of, but I don't think what matters how pathetic your struggles are. There might always be others out there going through the rougher times, but that doesn't make your struggles less important to you. What matters is how you deal with them, right? There's much I don't get about this girl. She's suddenly asking me about difficult questions about VTubers, and what's with the sad she she's given. At least I don't think she's being nice for the sake of being nice, like other people do. Honestly, my struggles are pathetic, but why would I ever inconvenience? Okay, yeah, my struggle's a bit pathetic, but yet I understand, guys. I understand. Even this girl's in front of me, trying to earn pity, but yeah, not worth of emotion, time, and energy, of course. Thanks. I didn't want to push back. It's been really okay. So why were you asking all these questions? Do you typically interrogate everybody you met? How rude. Of course, I don't do this to everybody. You were just a prime victim. What way I was a prime victim? You're a VTuber fan for one. You always look like you had nowhere else to spend your time, which is true. And what would you conveniently, contradictorily say being a VTuber fan means I have no time to spend on anything else? Yeah, sure. That proves my point. I'm not convinced that she would just randomly start asking me weird questions without any reasons. It doesn't seem like I'll get any answers out of her. I might, well, take a chance to ask her thoughts on odd things. So you said you were a fan of VTubers, right? What about Mana, the one in the cover? I guess you call me a fan. Isn't it great? Isn't it great? That voice, that cool voice, that's great sense of humor, the ability to handle situations with confidence, the talent she has, so many fields. Ain't that much. There are tons of other VTubers out there that are more talented and put in just much work. Well, the stars align for her make it big, which is true. I'll take back what I thought, but about being understood. You might as well be kicking me down or stomp on me. Hey, some people are into that. Oh, really? Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Really? Okay. Who's into that type of fetish? My god. My god, man. Who isn't this type of fetish, guys? Oh my god. There's no way that she was just lucky and got where she was. Well, the reality of VTubing world, it's all timing and luck. That's just wrong. You can't just make nothing out of their talent and effort. Believe me, I really do respect their talents and efforts as a VTubers, okay? But the reality is that no matter how talented or how much effort some people put in, it won't be enough. They won't make it, of course. Others, less talented, put there's no less effort would make it big instead. Maybe it would be because they came across right airport to join an agency. Maybe one clip they had went viral. The internet isn't the place that perfectly and accurately rewards work and talent. Often, the success of a VTuber will bend to the whims of whatever trending at the time, and if it was easy just to predict, then anybody could make it big, which is true. I had to stop myself from getting angry. I know I shouldn't get defensive things I like, but any affront to the VTuber I like, Mana, in particular, feels like attacking on myself. So I think I calm down. Okay, I get the point. The internet can be unpredictable, and how a VTuber make isn't often okay. I get it. I watch plenty of small VTubers myself to say they're not making it big, but they're not working hard enough to, or that they have earned talent. Look, guys. Sometimes once you support big VTubers is one thing, or corporate VTubers is one thing, but there are some small VTubers you have to care a lot. And realize that, people. Realize one thing for sure. You need to give them some love, give them some motivation, all this stuff, guys. I'm just telling you. As a cosplayer VTuber myself, yeah, I am. Since I know this is why I am, this is why I got transitioning to myself to a VTuber in the first place, because one thing for sure, guys, one thing. You need to realize I'm not a bad person. I'm more of a, let's say, a good person who trying to spend my time trying to be better, trying to get back on my feet. I usually ignore the hate a lot because when I ignore the hate, I'm not gonna do anything. If people talk back to me when I look at those, I just don't wanna, you know, basically give them any attention, which I'm too busy, you know, with my own time not to care about, whatever stuff goes on. Which, yeah, I'm too busy with everything, to be honest. Even my hater knows I'm too busy with everything. That's the number one point. I'm just gonna continue on. Okay, but at the same time, you can't make it big by timing and luck. People aren't going to keep watching because you got lucky. There has to be some appeal to get people to stay. Sorry, I got a little bit emotional. And I think you're right, which is true. Some things we can't predict who will become big. And there are plenty of VTubers out there. Could be the next big thing, but never did. But I'm just gonna tell you this, people. If you're gonna be a VTuber or streamer whatsoever, whatever way you wanna be, man, or woman, or they, them, whatever, what it is, so much of, gender, so I'm just saying to you, I'm just gonna say something gender neutral, like, let's say, Shiny Squad. If Chinese Squad or Chinese Squadron, yeah. If you are my Chinese Squadron, you understand the point, people. You have to understand. When you're a squadron, you need to point out to yourself that, it's hard to say a lot. Since I am basically trying to, since I know why I call the Chinese Squad, if you're individual, you're my squadron, of course. Nothing much to say, Chinese Squadron, Or I would say squadron, because, as much I care about you, regardless who you are, regardless of gender, race, whatever. I'm just saying because, yeah. So let's continue. But look, you have to realize one thing. You could VTube for fun, stream for fun, all this stuff. Don't care about, look, if you ever read the Bible or know about what Jesus has been doing in his time, he never cared about being big or popular. He's do what he does. It's like, the only thing is, the people are giving him the attention, not Jesus trying to get attention for himself. It's the people. I'm just saying that. So let's continue. But there's no way that the VTuber would remain okay. And I don't believe that Mono could be successful as she by just being, of course, I get the numbers game. They were talking about that. But yeah, you have to realize, man, look, I don't care about being famous and all those stuff. Like and I'm not here to get myself attention. Look, if you're giving me attention, it's a good thing. Look, I appreciate the whole situation since I don't care about being famous. You have to know one thing for sure. Learn from Jesus, people. So, anyways. But the reach, of course, yeah, touching the hearts of her viewers. Isn't just a product of time and luck, of course, yeah. And yeah, it's true. I get what Shomo's saying right now. And she looks on me surprise. Who is she? Sorry. I got a bit too emotional as well. You might be right. Yeah, he's right as well. Regards of popularity isn't the only indicator for success for VTubers, isn't it? There's a ton of VTubers that are satisfied with their community that they built, regardless of size. You see what I mean, people? You have to learn. Learn. And I'm sure, in a way that I'm sure there are people who think that way, but at the same time, I think in the back of the minds, a lot of them also think it would be nice if they or to make it big. But there are plenty of VTubers out there that have single digit average viewers of course, and the spread for to desperately wishing to grow more. Yeah, and this is what happened with the numbers game, people. They were trying to focusing on that. Look, and I gotta give you advice, people. And I know this is a much of an advice stream to you, people. Look, I know we all have that feel. And you know the one thing to do is do not worry about how much numbers you grow, people. As much as you're having fun, people will come over and watch you and support you. And you mind your own business. That's the only thing. At least you respond to your audience, which is the best thing you should do, man. Can't say I have been through that or know what goes on. But you have a point, which is true. I have seen many VTubers trying to put themselves out there on multiple platforms and try to grow. And how many of their stories have been denied? Okay, I get the point. Because they started at the wrong time or they just got unlucky. Did someone kick you down this morning or something? You don't seem to have opposite outlook, do you think? This morning, someone's been kicking me down every day. Well, you shouldn't tell that person to stop. Yeah, that's it's life. I'll make sure I'll tell them next time. But anyway, since we're talking about mana, if any, what if the one behind mana is completely a different person? You mean the one you were talking earlier about? Do you mean the person behind mana acts completely different? That's a bit hard to believe. It could be true or not, but I don't know. Would it actually matter? What do you mean? If mana is different off stream, then does that really matter? I mean, like you said earlier, there could be a ton of reasons of it. You wouldn't feel betrayed if that she was lying to you in a way. I think in a way back maybe would, but she doesn't owe it to us in any way, to a certain way. Is that so? What about you? Aren't you a Mana fan? How would you feel? I would feel betrayed. Welcome to the channel, Maherian ATR. As much as I know more troll viewers are going in, I don't want people, follow me up and all this stuff. Since as much as I want to get as much followers, as much as I want to get as much subscribers on YouTube, it'll be a good thing. Okay. I feel betrayed that I find inspiration in someone so amazing turns out to be pathetic in reality. That she was putting up in front the entire time. So basically, she'll feel betrayed in a way that she'll feel regret about it, of course, about how pathetic she is in reality, and she just put in a front the entire time. Well, that's really harsh. That wasn't the answer that I expected. I guess there are really harsh Mana fans out there. I would thought that everybody liked her, of course. I doubt I doubt that's actually the case, though. Well, Reality has a tendency to disappoint it. And I'm surprised you even have an expectation in the first place. And you're right. Let me rephrase that phrase. Reality has a tendency to be exactly as I expect it to be. Of course, I can't help but give a chuckle at this conversation. How long have we been sitting there? 20 minutes? Yeah, it's longer than that, of course. I don't even know this girl's name. I can tell she's quite unique. By the way, I don't think I caught your name. Trying to slide in my DMs, I see. Luring me this long, winding conversation, trying to get my information out of me. Hey, you were the one who started to ask questions. Don't make me out to be a predator just asking your name. My name is Makoto. Makoto Kugarasaki, of course. Wow, that's a mouthful. My name is Shuma. Shuma Hasegawa. Oh, Hasegawa? I should get going now. Oh, remember. I remember that Yoko requested me early. I need to spend my time playing. I'd rather spend time playing than trying to converse with strangers, but she has a certain bitterness towards the world that I kinda admire. Okay, I get the point. Okay. And they were talking about her. Okay, they were talking about her. A lot of people could possibly agree. She doesn't seem too afraid to speak in her mind. And she has some interesting takes and questions. But I don't know if anything about her, but we'll just happen to meet her here by chance, but there's no excuse I can use for us to converse again. And I can ask her email. I can't just ask her email or number. Well, I would think that if she would want to continue associate with me. Anyway, I'm just being selfish. I'm not going to inconvenience her any further. Sounds good. It was nice talking with you. Maybe we'll see each other around. Well, I'll be around at the same time tomorrow. I didn't get the magazine about it. And then roundabout they so tomorrow roundabout telling me isn't that tomorrow a roundabout way telling me to come back tomorrow? Maybe. Yeah. Okay, see ya. I watched and walked away to the street. Okay, I get the point. Yep, and now he's hungry right now. He's taking a make. Of course, getting a prepackaged meal and a VTuber magazine. Well, he's about to eat and read the magazine cover, which is true, which most people have been doing. Whoever behind Monarch might be actually a completely different person, which is true. Even though whoever, imagine if I ever meet someone who's actually a different person, guys, who's behind my favorite VTubers, you know what happens. But like, so even if the case, it would be necessarily a bad thing. But what if the mono person used to be another, become another someone that they wanted to be? It was fun, isn't it? The case, in my eyes, perfectly. It wasn't a case that how could someone not to be Mana? She's basically perfect in the eyes of the VTubers. In the eye, she's basically Pillar, okay. We're gonna go up to the next chapter soon, guys, so we're almost done. I recall Karazaki told me early about her success being a result of luck and timing. There's no way to completely true. There's the reason she's so successful is she's so amazing. How can anyone ignore the fact? I don't think. Yeah, he's talking about what Mana's doing. And he's interacting with her verbal reading of your donations. Okay, I get the point. I put the magazine down the rest of the day. Alright, the chapter has ended, guys. So, we're gonna stop for now. We gotta make sure we save the game, because we're going back to the title screen. But yeah. There's nothing much from the extras, but the credits are there. So I don't know if anyone could react or watch what you think, but you know, if you're watching through the whole replay of the stream, guys, you know the whole deal about the whole VTuber situation, but look, I understand, guys. I'm going back to my third screen. So yeah, with my Poggers advertisement. So honestly, I know people joining in the chats and you know the whole situation. Man, that music kind of is basically relaxing. But still, I have a lot of thoughts to say, guys. As much as I look, I'm wearing sunglasses at the time because, you know, the webcam whatsoever, but, you know, I have harsh feelings, guys. When I get close to to the VTubers I know who I talk mostly every day, almost every day, it makes me think that I'm getting close to them one way or another, but same time, for myself, like, I've been working hard for myself lately, but I never had any collaborations with anybody, guys. But you know, I'm glad I have you watching my streams almost every day, you know, if I'm free whatsoever. But look, I know it's a lot of harsh things to say, guys. I wish, you know, things were okay and whatsoever, but you know, and you know, I tell you, my psychologist telling me about, you know, how my social situations goes, you know, I'm okay during, you know, the times when I'm at work, during times in the conventions, but at the same time, I don't have an actual friend experience situation, as in going out places besides work and cons, to be honest. At the same time, uh, man, never had any situations in my life that I kind of, let's say this, in a way I don't want to go too emotional, but like, I've never been out with someone who's basically close to me, to be honest, in my life after almost 9 years ago, which I felt in a situation that, like, someone who was close to me wasn't a right match to me, to be honest. But at some point, who knows? If I find someone who's really close to me, it's hard to say. But yeah, my eyes are acting up again. But never had that type of feeling before. But even though I made a video for someone who I made for her birthday a Friday ago, cause honestly, It got me thinking. I'm not sure, even though there are others out there who are in the watch for me, I understand. So, yeah, I know I should have just streamed early ago, so anyways, I'm glad you're all here, but I'm glad I met a lot of great people here, guys. So, I'm just gonna end the stream, guys. Just gonna watch a relaxing stream or whatsoever. And I will see you all tomorrow if I can, if not Thursday. So, see you then. Bye. And don't forget, if you're gonna go to poggerslifestyle.com, please use my code. And also, if you want to, support me more, go to my Ko-Fi page and follow me on X, Twitter. I could say same thing with Instagram, my YouTube channel. I do have my gaming YouTube channel you look at as well. And also, I got all the links out there on my link tree. And please follow me on Twitch, because I'll be on Twitch at some point, because it's going to be basically my rebranding stream or my rebirth stream, to be honest, because you'll be seeing my new VTuber model soon. So, yeah. I'll see y'all later.
Mic off. Mic on. Mic off.